Wow, under $100 for these because you are getting a good amount of that lightly oxidized sterling silver. Oxidation is one of the signatures of Christian James by Scott Grimes.
It's so funny just to hear Christian James.
I know, I love it. Well, have we told them yet the name?
Oh, yeah. So we came up with the name Christian James because I have two children, Olive, Madonna, and I have Christian James. So Christian is our 7-year-old son, and we felt it kind of rang true. It's
How did
Christian
Olive feel
James.
about that?
No. This is the crazy thing. I'm Olive. We can do this, and she's like, I'm good.
Yeah.
No, and here's the kicker.
Those kids are the best.
So at school, she's in middle school, and they have a thing called After the Bell where you can stay and do extra groups. All my life making jewelry, she's never been interested. She's taken a jewelry making class after school, and she's like, guess what my teacher taught me? I'm like, young lady, you can come to the studio in the barn.
Yeah. Apples don't fall far from trees.
No.
I'm just saying. Let's talk about, speaking of trees, the Sycamore.
That's a good little segue.
Thank
Look
you.
at that.
I've been doing this for a few years. This is a 1-inch hoop, open in the back. This does have that post, so you do need to have those pierced ears, but super, super comfortable. Oh, by the way, I have the ring on that matches it. Just saying. Tell me about the Legacy Sycamore.
So, okay, I named it, so I'll rewind. We live on a 10.5 acre farm.
Heavenly. It's a little slice of heaven.
It's to the point where we named it Fairy Tale Farm.
And it is that.
4.5 years. But it's this beautiful, it's an 1804 farmhouse, so we know the land's been around there since the earth cooled. But the farm there is just exquisite.
And if you go to my Facebook or Instagram right now, there's a picture of the two of us there at Fairy Tale Farm.
But right at the top of the hill where the house is, we have a 400-year-old American sycamore tree. And when we first moved there, we were just in awe, as is the whole town. We live in a small town of 6,000 people, and everyone's like, wait, you have the farm with the big tree? So I fell in love with the sycamore, and it got me thinking about everything that tree has witnessed over those 400 years. And then I'm a total nerd, you guys, so I love a good story. So I started doing a deep dive into the sycamore. So the American sycamore is a tree that's considered to be connected to the heavens, because back in the day, you would be buried in a sycamore coffin, and then above the burial, they would plant a sycamore tree. So there's that connection. On the American side, at the same time, if you think about the Battle of Brandywine with George Washington's troops.
Which is where we live, by the way. That's where we're in that area.
Him and his troops sought refuge under an American sycamore tree that provided comfort for them. The sycamore tree is known for its strength. It's known as a tree of possibility and also of protection. Our farm is full of all of that. The sycamore tree has beautiful seeds. So I wanted to create something that, because then I brought it on to us. What is our legacy? When we are gone, what will we be remembered for? So I wanted to bring this story of a legacy to life. Here you're going to see the leaves as they are opening up. And I didn't do exact sycamore leaves because I want it to be your interpretation. So you're going to see these beautiful leaves that have been carved as they open. You're going to have all the different seeds of the sycamore, this beautiful beadwork that comes down within. So it gives you this great high polished sterling silver. It allows us to go in deep and give you that oxidation to really make it pop. It's all that carved hand oxidation that you absolutely love, but it tells that story. Whether you're my gardener, whether you love the floral motif, if it's just being outside as you being in touch with nature, or if you think about who you are, where you've been, and what you will leave behind, for me, that's our legacy.
Absolutely.
And I always go, so as I said, and then you share too. Sorry, I talk too much.
No, but I love your stories. It's part of the reason why I was so excited about this show.
No, so again, 4th of 5 kids, and I remember growing up and saying, well, Mom, why does this brother do this or this brother do this? And I would get upset. My mom would say, Scott, you have to understand, and you'll understand when you have your own children. We all bloom at different times. And we all need different care. She goes, what you needed wasn't what your siblings needed. You think about it, because she used to say, what is it? She goes, you're my dandelion. You can grow in a crack and you're self-sustaining. She goes, I also have an orchid in the family that I have to be very delicate around and make sure I constantly give it love and attention. So I love the fact that all these little stories, in the end, if you think it's pretty, fantastic. If you love hoop earrings, you've got an inch. It's not a weighty one. It's not going to pull down on
I was
your
going to say,
lip.
it's not overly heavy. It looks like a substantial piece, and it is, but they're not overly heavy. Also, under $100 is a phenomenal price to be able to get into a Christian James. I mean, this is fine jewelry that you are just lucky enough to be able to have the first look here at QVC, and it's brand new today. We do not have a ton of these. We don't have a ton of anything. Everything comes with a box and a romance card as well, and the box, the colorway, the pouch, they're all so beautifully done. So we are in
the
gift
entire
giving time.
suite, please know, we are introducing your cuff a little later and your ring, so this is going to be a full collection for you.
Yeah. Everything is a January 31st, 2025 return policy, so if you don't love it, you can always return it. We only have 900 left. The last 900 left for you to get these home, and then they are gone. It's time for a one-time only. That means that the price is going to go away at the end of the show, which you've got about, this time is already flying. Scott, like already. You got about 40 minutes left, 38 minutes left on this next piece, and it is the lowest price that you're going to find it until at least January 18th. It's coming up.